pride and joy. Like, I literally have so much, like, when it comes to Ryan Coogler, I really hope I can work with him again in the future with whatever project he ends up doing, because I have him to thank for this. Hello everyone. So in today's video, I'm gonna give a little bit of a story time of what it was like being on set for Black Panther II Wakanda Forever. Yes, one of the credits that I have on my resume, one of the contracts or SAG contracts that I got was for a Marvel project. And it was honestly a super funny turn of events of how it happened, because at the same time I had also been a stand-in working on set for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's where I was a stand-in for Zoe Saldana, which was so exciting, so cool to just see her perform and really kind of get the inside scoop on what was going on with that movie in particular. But yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. So at the time, just being in Atlanta, I had a couple of Marvel auditions that were coming in. Obviously, you don't really know which one in particular it is. Sometimes you can kind of catch wind of what it is based on whatever is in the audition, but my agent had sent me one particular audition and I was like, I think it might be Black Panther, but I'm not sure, because they were looking for, I believe it was Hispanic actors for the role. And it was like the shortest little, can you do this in Spanish? I said, yes, I could. I had my mom coach me on it super quick, and I submitted, and I did not hear diddly squat. Mind you, ironically, this was something that I had written in my little manifesting journal, and I kind of wrote it honestly in my journal as a joke, because like, your girl is only half black. I'm not like fully black, so I never thought I could ever be like a true Wakandian. I'm like one half Wakandian, you feel me? So for me, just to be in any type of relevance for the movie was slim to none, or so I thought. So when this audition came across into my mailbox, I was really excited. I submitted for it. I didn't hear anything back. I was like, oh, okay, But at the time, it's not that I didn't care, it's just I didn't let it bum me out, because when it comes to acting, I feel like you have to have not necessarily like a tough skin when it comes to rejection. It's just like my mindset has always been like, okay, that just wasn't meant for me, or so I thought. But I was working on set for Guardians, and then I get a text from someone else saying, hey, can you be on this set at this time? It's gonna be, or actually it was like, are you comfortable in bikinis? I was like, well, yes, because they were asking, oh, can you be on this other set? And I'm pretty sure it was for Black. I knew at that point, I was like, oh, this is probably Black Panther, because this is the only other thing that's filming at the other studio. At the time, Guardians was filming at Trilith Studios. Basically, one was at one stage and one was at the other. So I was like, okay, but like, is anyone gonna cover this? And she's like, don't worry, you'll still get paid for being a stand-in, because it's like, this is more important. And you also get paid for being on the other set. And I said, say less, double paychecks, I'm down. So basically I end up going in and they paint me blue from head to toe. Like, there was no crevice, crack, anything that was left unblue. It was really cool, my costume. Eventually, I actually got to see Lupita Nyong'o, who is freaking gorgeous, and she took a picture of me on her iPhone, and she ended up posting me on her Instagram. So that's one of my like favorite little tidbits. And she even ended up DMing me later, because I had posted about this on TikTok forever ago, but I never made an official YouTube video, even though I meant to, just talking about the experience, because it was so like eye-opening and really invigorating, especially it's just a young actor. Bert, so they're painting me from head to toe. They're putting me, well, first and foremost, I had my fitting, and then that's when I knew it was Black Panther. And then when I got to set, they're painting me head to toe in blue. And mind you, hair, makeup, and everything took 3 to 4 hours to get done, and then 3 to 4 hours to take off. So I'm really not meant to be like a huge character, but then I run into the director himself, Ryan Coogler, and it's me and another guy, and they're trying to beef up a scene a little bit. I see Ryan Coogler, and he's like, okay, so you guys are going to be saying like essentially some type of war cry, a war chant. And I was just like, what? I'm sitting there like, it comes to a point where like, I'm already kind of used to seeing these A-list celebrities and even A-list directors, seeing James Gunn direct the whole squad of Guardians of the Galaxy, and even I worked with him previously in Suicide Squad, which was really fun. But I just seeing Ryan Coogler and seeing that he's so chill as a person, it is like, I felt like I was talking to one of my cousins, in all honesty. But yeah, he was like, okay, you guys are gonna be here for the scene and you're gonna have this war chant. And another thing I really appreciate about Ryan Coogler is like, he is very much looking to make sure he has the most accurate everything, down to dialect, tone, language. He asked the translator, the very specific Mayan translator, hey, what would a war cry sound like in this language? Like if they were to say this. I can't recall it because honestly, it's one of those things where it's just like everything was happening so fast. I was like, oh my God. And yeah, so that's how I ended up on Black Panther. It was a weird string of events where I auditioned for it, didn't hear anything from it, and then I still ended up being on set, which was crazy. I had my own trailer and everything. My pride and joy. Like, I literally have so much, like when it comes to Ryan Coogler, I really hope I can work with him again in the future with whatever project he ends up doing, because I have him to thank for this. Like, this is my pride and joy. It was something that I essentially manifested completely by accident. Oh, and another thing that cracks me up about this is not involving Black Panther, not involving Ryan Coogler, but Fran Drescher. If anyone is a big fan of The Nanny, that woman basically shaped me. This nomination, which I don't think I know anyone else that has, obviously aside from the people that worked on set, but like to have this for being a part of like their stunt team and having some lines. Unfortunately, some of my stuff did get cut, but I don't care because the whole experience is so fun. And you could see my name in the credits. I was bummed that my grandmother went and she didn't see me, but they were still just so proud to see my name up there. And the whole experience was just like mind-blowing. It's really hard to not be a fangirl because all the hard work eventually does pay off in my mind. But this right here was just a little sign to keep going. I auditioned, didn't hear anything, kind of just let it go as you're supposed to in the universe. And guess what? It still found me. What's for you will not pass you. Yeah, it's super true. I can't wait to be back on a set where I have that same energy, vibe, and motion. But yeah, this is just a little tidbit, a little story time, hopefully to give hope to people who have certain people they would love to work with. I will forever be grateful to Ryan Coogler. I really, fingers crossed, hope I can work with him sometime in the future. I hope you enjoyed my little story time. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of inspiration too. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's start maybe a manifesting thread, a manifesting comment section where you share whoever you'd like to work with in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Bye.